Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Bob and myself are back out. We're at the little musket ball horde here, where there was a couple battles and stuff during the Seminole Wars. And yep, we're gonna give it another go today, and hopefully we find something good. I want to find a button. That's my goal. Find one button. Bob got the one button last time. I got a 69 caliber and a bunch of 54 calibers, I believe, or 58. So let's give it a shot and hopefully find some good 1830's Seminole War relics. Let's go. Alright, I've got the big NEL Storm coil on here today, 13 by 14 inch, and I'm just gonna put it in regular old zero mode with no iron discrimination. I know there's a glare, it's kind of hard for you to see, but zero discrimination, zero mode. First signal of the day for Bob is a musket ball. How about that? Wonderful. Bob has a bigger one now, apparently. Back to back.
There's one there, one there. It's just a bigger one.
Oh yeah, a bigger fired one. Nice. Awesome. All I got was a spring and a square nail. Here's the spring. I guess that could have been on something. Or not. Don't know. We got an old wedding ring. An old copper one. It's pretty thin. Copper. All the gilt is off of it, but that is a pretty doggone old one, I do believe. I'm very pleased with that. There's a break in the band right there. Huh. Probably old soldiers. Alright folks, it's been like 6 hours and I've got my first dropped 54 caliber musket ball. Hallelujah. I've dug a bunch of fired ones, but this is the very first dropped one. Oh yes, absolutely dropped. So a United States soldier in the 1830s stood right here, was loading his musket, flintlock musket or flintlock pistol, and dropped either his whole cartridge or this while he was dumping the powder in down the breech, or the muzzle, not the breech. There's a mold seam going right around it. Wonderful. Oh, I love it. Another gigantic musket ball. This is a 69 or 72 caliber for sure. Ooh, wonderful. That is a gigantic musket ball. It might have a little bit of a crust around it, but that is absolutely one of those giant 69 or 72 caliber musket balls from Brown Bess or 1816, something like that. Honker. I love these things. So massive. Crazy what that would do to you if it hit you and then exploded inside you and flattened out. It's a brutal way to die. These bullets were going much slower than modern day bullets, and they didn't explode, they just flattened out. A monster. Alright folks, I've been working on this like a son of a gun. I finally got it out. That's part of the shovel, but nice 70s. Got it right here. It's either a coin or a button. I think it might be a button. I think that's a bent over shank. I think it's a one-piece button. Alright, I'm gonna have to be very gentle with this. I think this is a button. Oh boy, alright. This might be a very, very early military button. I think I see something coming through. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a bent over shank right there, one piece. Alright folks, we're gonna have to clean this up. Yeah, I can't tell what it is right now, except for a button. That's wonderful. Oh yes, got a bent over one piece button. Yeah, I can't even tell what's on it. We're gonna put it in some dirt and keep going. I don't want to clean it up in the field. Oh boy, I think I have something here, folks. It was ringing up like a 40 something. I don't know what it's ringing up now. It's extremely sharp. It's copper. It looks like it's been rolled up and hammered down into like a spear. Like, I'm pretty sure that's an Indian. Oh my god, that is so freaking sharp. That has to be a tool that the Indians made, the Seminole Indians. I can't imagine that it would be an American tool. I'm pretty sure that's like where they would have strapped this to the end of a arrow or something. I don't know, but it is extremely sharp. It's made of copper, thin copper. You can see the line. They folded copper down and worked it into a very, very sharp point. That could absolutely draw blood today. I'll have to clean it up and see if there's any markings on it, but I'm pretty sure that's a handmade tool from the Native Americans. Good Lord, that is so sharp. That's like as sharp as a needle. So sharp. The button is right over there. I believe we got right where the battle was here with the Seminole Indians and the 1830's U.S. troops. Wow, that's awesome. Okay, right by that we got a old buckle. It's slanted, so I think this is some sort of like sling buckle. It's iron. The little tip of this part of the buckle broke. U.S. Seminole War. Finally starting to get some different relics now. Got a buckle, we got a little Native American copper spearhead and a button and a bunch of bullets. 72, 54 calibers. Oh yes. Oops. I had a live deck going on this, but the camera battery died. I changed it out. It's a 54 caliber musket ball. Under a root. Oh, I feel it. I think. Nope. What is that? Oh, it's a grommet. That is an old grommet too. That very well could have been off of a piece of canvas from back in the day. Or off of a belt, something like that. Grommets are can be very old. This one's disintegrating, so that very well could be. This is a little hot spot here. This probably goes along with the Seminole War soldiers.
Tell by the bottom of them.
Hey buddy, you're heavy and you're hiding. I'll leave you be. Alright, that definitely hit a good area right here. I've got all sorts of 54 caliber and a 69 caliber musket ball dropped buttons, dropped Seminole War little copper hand forged spike thing is so sharp. That right in here. We're not quite where the town was, but we sure are where a battlefield was. That's for darn sure. And we found it. It's just so overgrown. There's just like no getting around in here easy. It's very, very thick. You swing the coil and this kind of stuff. So hopefully everything dies off this winter. But I just wanted to show you we got another 54 caliber musket ball. A nice big one. And yeah, let's get back at it. We got about 30 minutes left before we can find another button or something. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's go over the finds. Here's Bob's. He's got a bunch of melted lead and stuff. Looks like he's got one dropped musket ball and some modern bullets. There's like a lead button, I think. No, it's aluminum. Melted lead, fired musket ball, some sort of aluminum tag he found with some modern coins. This brassy thing. And yeah, that's about it. Over here we got, most of this was all found in one area except for these iron bits. I think that's off like a horse bit mechanism thing. Chain. Here's fired musket balls and melted lead. I got one grommet that very well could be from the Seminole War. Some copper wire. I'm not sure what that's from. We got a wedding ring, a wedding band with the break in the band. That came basically a stone's throw away from all the rest of this stuff. So we got a wedding ring, a sideways little like sling buckle type thing. We got a giant 72 or 69 caliber musket ball. We got what looks like 154 and 258 caliber musket balls. We got a Waterbury button. I cleaned it up the best I could. I can't quite tell what's on the front. It's pretty crusted, but there's the back. It's a one piece. I cannot tell what's on the front or if they just used the civilian button to finish it off, but I don't know. I'll try to use something to figure out what it is. I thought before I cleaned it, I thought I saw a US on it, like the old US with the wreath and the eagle, but I can't tell. It was very caked up and crusted, but there is some gold gilt on the back. If you see anything on there, let me know. My eyes aren't the greatest, but I don't know. Most likely a military button. On the back, Waterbury, Connecticut. It's got a little bit of gilt on there. That's a nice flat button. And this thing, this could be very, very cool. It looks like a handcrafted like spear point or metal arrowhead, something like that the Seminoles did. That is extremely sharp, and I have no other reason in the world what this would be on the US side. I have no idea what they would use that for in the US. So my only explanation I can think of is that it's a handmade little spear point or arrowhead thing from the Seminoles. Sorry about the screaming child. That is very, very sharp. Yeah, we're in a parking lot. Sorry about the screaming kids. Alright folks, we had a wonderful day. Can't wait to get back out here. And we'll see you on the next.